second down. Prescott. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, it's Yeldon. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
Prescott now, and he rifles one incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Prescott from the gun. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. Last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And great special teams work here. This is knock it on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. And not great starting field position here for the offense. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Now that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Now back to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd. They'll set up a throw. To the left side, it's complete. And they're going to get this one up past the 25. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Roth. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the first down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. And he'll give it here to his running back. Takes this to the 45. Not much space after that broken tackle. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. They'll set up to throw. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They'll start out on the ground. It's T.J. Yeldon. And he will lose yardage. Be backed up to the 24. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Yeldon. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out and a 5-yard penalty. And the Eagles will go with an extra DB here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd.
Thinking pass all the way.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
And his kick is good. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. Yeah. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Prescott now on second down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
After the penalty, it's Yeldon. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
A second down throw for Prescott. Man open left side, it's Williams. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
As an inside linebacker, got to be a little bit more poised.
No doubt about it, because they get a little bit of flexibility, especially when they're trying to stuff a gap. You know, we get that double A gap look. This time he got too eager and got too deep into the backfield.
Red zone opportunity. Here's a give to Yeldon. It'll be a gain of 3, and it also takes us to the end of the first quarter play.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10, so now they can keep grinding out first downs, and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2. They'll run it again with Yeldon. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Now a play fake here on first down. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he is leveled. Knocked down hard right at the 10-yard line. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. third down. It's Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Yeldon. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Redskin touchdown. T.J. Yeldon, his first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Now the extra point. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Firing quickly here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And 15 yards there on the catch and run. That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run. Yeah, he's got some space.
Green, 30. Watching that, Barney. Watching that, Barney.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Mike Daniels breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
All right, here we go. Hey. Four down.
They'll look to throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw.
6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it fourth down. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. First down, Prescott. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Looking to throw. Prescott. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. A first down carry now for Yeldon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On second down, here's Yeldon. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
First down throw for Prescott. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Meanwhile, on the NFL scoreboard, a game going on in Chicago. And it's the Bears who are off to the early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. From the red zone now, Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Prescott to throw it. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Here we go.
They'll throw now on the final play. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top as we send you down to Orlando where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So left side, it's complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Second down, 8. To throw is Prescott. Over the middle, he's got Tyrell Williams. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. On first and 10, Prescott able to get away. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
They'll run it now out of the gun, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle.
Oh, Prescott stripped.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
The Redskins on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be third and a mile. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Throwing. Prescott. Wide open receiver complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for fourth. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. A decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they do inch a bit closer.
Yeah, still lots of time to go in this one. Take the points, move on, and let your defense try to get the ball back.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
I mean,
that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. A nice gain of 21 yards. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there to swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. So 2nd and 10 here. Now they'll run it on the toss. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. A handoff to Perkins. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. Now it's Crowder. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. From Soldier Field, meanwhile, in Chicago, a third-quarter score. And it's now the Bears leading by a couple of touchdowns in that one. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Now Prescott. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. They'll run it now out of the gun. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a 1st down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, 1st down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to go for a bit. And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 32 that time. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
2nd down following the run. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Fresh set of downs here. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. Gave a glimpse of his power, but not a whole lot of space. Down at the 30. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Perkins on third down. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. And he's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. And Parkey's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Redskins. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 30. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They begin with a run by Yeldon. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. Second down, Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Down to the 25. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
The Eagles on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll drop to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Here's Cody Parkey now for the Eagle field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So now from a defensive perspective, they might still have a pulse.
Yeah, that probably would have sealed their fate, but now they're still within 2 scores.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Caught left side, Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. Play action now. Prescott. Flush to his right. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Williams. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
They'll try and run for it with Yeldon. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. T.J. Yeldon with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. Take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. And the slot man goes in motion left. He'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And here come the Redskins now. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Prescott urging his guys to go quickly. They need to get up and set. Back to throw. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here, as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. The Redskins on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Yeldon. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. He's back to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And, a good hit there and knocked down hard. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them. His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and goal. Here's Yeldon, and he gets in just in the nick of time, so they get the touchdown they need. Now they need a 2-point conversion to tie it.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
They're going to try and run for it. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. A crushing blow there as they cannot tie the game. Now the focus shifts to, can they get the onside kick and have a miracle happen?
And they have to have that miracle play that they've been working on, that they've designed. You don't really just draw one up now. You've had different onside kicks. Do they have that one weak point in the defense that they can exploit because they have to have the ball back?
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Philadelphia, the win keeps them barely hanging on to their playoff hopes as they move to 4-7. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, their woes continue as the record falls now to 1-10. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.